The optimal approach to attaining your desires is by earning them. Allow me to illustrate a concept from Dokodo, a work authored by Miyamoto Musashi, which will revolutionize your approach to your aspirations and aims. Dokodo represents a Japanese term that could be interpreted as personal assessment or autonomous choice. I am here to demonstrate its pragmatic application in the tangible world. What I'm about to divulge is remarkably potent, yet only when coupled with the requisite effort. If you choose to embrace this, substantial rewards await, whether it be in commerce, occupation, professional trajectory, or connections. This principle extends across the board. You shall realize your ambitions not solely by concentrating on them. As Musashi adeptly emphasized, delve profoundly into the world around you. This shift sets you apart instantaneously from the majority, roughly 90%, who harbor self-centric inclinations, neglecting the world's necessities. However, the world remains indifferent to your desires, prioritizing instead your contributions. Commercial collaborators assess your capacity to generate revenue and benefits for them. Prospective companions consider your potential to enhance their existence. They remain indifferent to your toil, your demeanor, or particularly your self-centered cravings. Their concern revolves around their own egocentric prerequisites. Once you evolve into the individual who grants them access to it, you provide them exactly what they yearn for. At that juncture, you become invaluable. And you, my comrade, turn into the coveted prize. The chase ceases, replaced by the magnetism that draws fitting prospects and individuals into your life. If you consistently execute this, you'll find yourself astonishingly ahead of your rivals. The crux is this: for this methodology to thrive, you must commence with introspection and profound contemplation of the world. Two requisites need fulfillment. First, attain genuine value in what you endeavor to allure. Now let's delve into a business scenario for illustration. Assume you're a university student seeking your initial position at a prestigious corporation. Typically, a majority would dispatch innumerable applications and, consequently, might secure a few interviews. Swift preparations for interviews would be made, gearing up to address standard inquiries. Often they venture into the interview envisaging the organization as the jackpot, and securing employment would be deemed fortuitous. With such a demeanor, they embark on interviews, articulating sentiments like, "I'm deeply grateful for this opportunity to prove my worth. I assure you that should I be selected, I won't falter." Frankly speaking, how does it appear? This individual is in pursuit, not generating allure. Allow me to demonstrate a more astute approach. Visualize another individual who tackles the situation with a distinct perspective. They scrutinize contemporary industry challenges and their repercussions on the companies they target. They devise resolutions for these predicaments, envisioning how their proficiencies could implement these solutions and their prospective impact on these firms. This approach unfolds as follows. Instead of dispatching hundreds of applications, this individual engages in a career fair, a milieu teeming with companies of interest. Engaging in authentic dialogues with corporate executives becomes their modus operandi. Abstaining from the typical inquiry, "Can I secure a position?" or an immediate dive into identified issues and solutions, they pose a query akin to this. In your professional estimation, what loom as the most formidable hurdles currently besetting the industry and your company? The executive references certain challenges, and the individual responds, "Fascinating." I believe one approach to addressing these issues you mentioned could be this. He proceeds to discuss the solutions he meticulously researched beforehand, speaking casually. Assuming his research was meticulous, the executive's interest is piqued. As they delve further into the problems and solutions, the executive acknowledges that the individual possesses an astute understanding and could serve as a significant asset to the company. Within a mere 10 to 15 minutes of conversation, the executive remarks, "Listen, we're actively seeking candidates for graduate-level positions at the moment. Your profile seems to align well. Why not forward us your resume and we'll schedule an interview?" The individual responds along the lines of, "Absolutely, why not? I'll send over my resume later this week. Certainly, let's ascertain if we're a suitable match." 2 weeks later, he receives an invitation for an interview. During the interview, as he interacts with other company executives, one inquires about his motivation for applying and his reasons for seeking employment at their establishment. He replies, "I submitted my application because Mr. John Doe, a representative from your firm, encouraged me to do so, suggesting I might be a suitable fit. That's why I'm here today. My objective is to determine if your organization also aligns with my aspirations and whether I wish to contribute to your team." This pivotal shift transforms the entire dynamic. He ingeniously prompted the company to seek him out, positioning himself as the sought-after prize. Now he inquires of the company, "What do you bring to the table?" This stance places him in a commanding position, compelling the company to actively pursue him. However, to claim such a vantage point, it's essential to first cultivate substantial value, and secondly, to project that value perceptibly. If you find yourself questioning your value, it's an area worthy of refinement. Conversely, if you acknowledge your worth but discern a disparity in its perception, that too warrants your attention and refinement. Once you assume this demeanor, a multitude of opportunities will unfold, and you will commence drawing rather than relentlessly pursuing. This was merely one illustration, and its efficacy transcends numerous domains. It holds true whether we're discussing commerce or interpersonal relationships, and if you consistently adopt this approach across all spheres, you will find yourself remarkably ahead of your competitors. You will effectively leverage these principles, applying them to your specific arena. Always bear in mind that authentic triumph doesn't solely lie in the attainment of our objectives, but equally in the transformation we undergo throughout the journey. Let us embody the blossom that flourishes within the midst of adversity, conspicuously standing out amidst life's trials. By doing so, we will serve as a wellspring of inspiration, motivating others to traverse this trail of sincerity and contentment in the quest for our aspirations. The tenets of "I must earn success by honing our skills and contemplating the world profoundly" resonate deeply. As we exhibit selflessness and consider the needs of others, we emerge as a coveted asset. This evolution positions us as the coveted prize, magnetizing suitable prospects into the orbit of our lives. I wish to extend an invaluable invitation for you to delve into your personal development further. Within the video's description, a specialized link awaits you, poised to guide you on a more profound expedition of growth and self-awareness. Take a moment to explore the link below. This material holds the potential to revolutionize your existence. If this message has resonated with you, express your affinity by tapping the like button beneath the video. Moreover, consider subscribing to the channel to access additional content of similar ilk. Your participation enriches this community, and I extend my gratitude for your viewership. Until next time, fare thee well.